Hello. Well, story time. So we're gonna call this a day in the life of a bipolar mom. Well, first of all, start by waking up early in the morning. She can either wake up early in the morning and be very, very happy, depending on if you made her late or not. My mom wasn't one to be a late person. She hated to be late for anything. So if we were moving too slow in the morning, that may piss her off, and it means we're not going to have a good morning. But let's just say we're having a good morning because I like when we were having a good morning. Oh my God, I like when we're having a good morning because when we was having a good morning, she's waking up singing, and she would sing this song that me and my sister would play over and over again by Barbie, and it was Born. It was like born with the mic in your hand. And she would sing that in the morning. She would be in such a great mood, and she would take us to school. Well, before she was able to drive because she started late. She was a late driver. She didn't drive right off, but she would basically take us down the steps like out just to watch us go through this little pathway when we used to have to walk to school. And we walked to school without my cousins until my mom started working. And when she started working, Lord, that was something. My stepdad would have to get us ready. I need to do our hair, and ponytails be sticking up on top of our head. So we walked to school, and my cousin would be fixing my hair, and I'm fixing my sister's hair, and we're fixing hair on the way to school because it was pigtails sticking on top of her head. It's like crazy. But my mom, when she wasn't working, she would get up and we would have breakfast before we went to school. We didn't have to eat breakfast at school. Sometimes I would be greedy and eat breakfast, stand in line for breakfast, just cause you know that's when they had those donuts. Never miss those breakfast donuts. Might be showing my age a little bit, but that's when they had them good breakfast donuts, and you had them donuts in the morning with that chocolate milk. It be banging. Oh my God, it be banging. So you sitting in that cafeteria like, mm-hmm. And my grandmother worked in the cafeteria, so we had the blessing of my grandma being there. But my mom would be in a great mood. It'd be a great morning. Great morning. Now, if we did not have a great morning and we were moving too late and we were almost late to get in school, then that's a problem. That would be a problem. We're getting cussed out. We're getting called all types of names from bitches and whores. We're might get smacked before we go to school. So it wasn't a very good morning. And she would do all that and still fix us breakfast. Like, and we would have to sit there and eat it. My sister was, child, she wouldn't even, she probably about 20 pounds. She was just so little. She was just a little something. Oh my God, she was so little. Oh my God. She would get the smallest size, and then my sister she would still have to pin it up because my sister was just so little. But she would try to sit there and eat that big breakfast my mom would cook, and it was not good when she couldn't. I used to try to give her tips on how to eat the food. Just take little bites. Cut it up in small things so you can just like pop it. It becomes, the smaller the bites are, the more you want to eat. That's why we eat so many chips, because chips are bite size, and when you pop them in your mouth, if you ain't measuring them out in no bags, it's a little tip. You measure them out in the bags, and you just eating straight out the bag, you eat more. You notice you eat more chips like that. So I used to try to tell her to do that so she can get as much in there. And when my mom would turn, I would eat her. I would eat her food too. So, so that nobody would get in trouble. So, um, and we couldn't wait to get out that door. Well, we couldn't wait to get. Well, I couldn't wait. I didn't want to go to school. I didn't want to go outside. I was being bullied at home, at school. Baby, I just was like, I'm just like over this. Like, ugh. So I couldn't wait till I can go to on the weekends to my grandmama's house where I was free. That's what I couldn't wait for. But good day, it's gonna be it's gonna be a great morning. If she wakes up and we don't tick her off and she's in a good mood, great, great morning. If we tick her off, bad, bad morning. But my mom, she had a problem. You know, she was not really taking any meds. I don't think she even knew. Like she knew something, but she didn't know. You know, so it's kind of hard to deal with something. You know something is wrong, but you don't know what's wrong. So I think that was the case. But when we got home from school, if my teacher didn't call, I'm having a great day. I can come home. We can come home, and for dinner we would have like the best moment ever is when we would have dinner and it'd be make your own pizza, and we would be in the kitchen and we were making our own homemade pizza out from the when I say homemade, I'm talking about even the pizza dough. We're making the pizza dough, the pizza sauce, all from homemade. My mom believed in making a lot of homemade stuff. Like most of her stuff is from scratch. Like it wasn't going out to eat through the week. On the weekend, we ball out because she don't cook on Fridays and Saturdays. We get treated out the whole weekend, except Sunday. Sunday she cook a big dinner. But that was their dynamic, and I'm the same way. Fridays and Saturdays, forget about it. You're on your own. Go for yourself. So, but I'm getting back in to my joy and my peace, which is cooking. 'Cause I stepped away. You know, the person just have you so discombobulated. You don't know whether you coming or going. So in that way, I feel a connection to my mom. Have I always felt that? No. My God, no. My God, no. But back to the pizza. So, and then we would get to make our own, like, sausage. It's basically ground beef, and we season it up like sausage. And we get that sausage taste. So we make our own, like our own meat. Now, the pepperonis, you know, she bought. But you couldn't tell me my mama couldn't make them. She can make anything. So we would make the pizzas, put them in there, and we would wait so patiently. Sometimes she would pop popcorn while we waiting. And we had the kernels that you put on the stove, and she shook the pot, and it would pop, 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 pop. And then sometimes she would get the kernels that's in the little Might be telling my age again. But they be in this little aluminum pan, and the kernels are in there, and you have to put on the stove, and and they pop in this aluminum pan, and that was like the best. And then me and my sister would go in our room, and we would get our pillows, and we would make cars, and we would turn off the lights and sit in front of our TV and watch movies, our movies. And we would have movie night, and we was in. That's the only time she let us eat in our room. On the pizza night, when we make homemade pizza, and we would have popcorn. Other than that, we don't eat in the rooms. You do not eat in the rooms. So we would sit there, and we would have this pizza and watch a movie or it really be a television show. You know, maybe it might be Shaggy and Scooby on there or something. I don't know. It was a movie to us, and we would sit there and we would have like the best time. And the best times were when we were in the kitchen cooking. Um, those were the best time making foods. The homemade pizza one was like my very favorite. My very favorite moment. But if we had a bad day in school and the school called, then it wouldn't be so good. I would get beat. She would get that cord from the iron, tell me lay across the bed with my pants off, lay across that bed with that cord, and to wear my ass out. She would wear me out. I remember one time she got a call from the school, and I don't know, I came through the door, and she snatched me up so quick, I didn't even get a chance to even explain myself or what happened. She just snatched me up and took me in the room and told me to pull down my pants and lay across that bed, and just like that. And it always had to be done. Everything had to be done before my stepdad got home. Before my stepdad got home. So a lot of stuff he missed because he didn't get to see it, because it had to be done before he even got to the house. And we better not say a word. That was the thing. And you better not say a word. What goes on in this house stays in this house. I know a lot of y'all heard that. Well, again, this journey is about to heal my childhood trauma. I love my mama. I love my mama. I loved her back then. I didn't like her, but I loved her. I didn't like how she treated me. I didn't like how she treated my sister. I didn't like the treatment. But I love my mama. But she had a problem. And when she was not in her manic state, or maybe I got it twisted. No, I don't. When she was not in her manic stage, things was good. But in her manic stage, things were not good. They were out of control. They were out of control. And you wouldn't dare. CPS wasn't called like they're called now. But anywho, ooh, where's my light? Anywho, I just wanted to, there we go. I just wanted to get on here and give you a day in the life of a bipolar blonde. All right, until next time. keep smiling.